talk about any time of the year, but especially more so during the summer months. And one thing that's important to talk about is the motorcycle safety aspect. So joining me to help us stay safe on the roads is Lonnie Birch, the Executive Director for ABATE of North Dakota. Good morning to you, Lonnie.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for coming on here today. And we have a biker in the back room in our newsroom,
Nice.
and he's always talking about roads and safety, of course. So what is like one concern here, or why should riders take a class on safety?
Oh, you never have enough education when it comes to riding motorcycle. The more training you get, the better you are. The more experience you get, the better you are, and the more safer you are.
I always make sure when I'm driving my car, keep a distance too from motorcycles. And so what types of activities though are we going to be learning in these classes?
You know, we start with the basics, with the basic rider course. We start like you've never sat on a motorcycle before. It's here's how you get on, here's how you get off, here's how you move it and stop it. And then we get on the bike and we actually start riding really slow at first. By the end of the first day, you know, we're doing some pretty fun things. When you come back and do the second day, it gets a little bit more roadworthy and capable of handling things on the street. So we stop quickly, we do swerves, we do weaves, we do all kinds of fun things.
Are these classes tailored for like experienced riders in any way, or is this kind of new people kind of getting that itch to ride a motorcycle and just have like no background in it? Who's it tailored for?
It's a little bit of both. You know, we have people that have never operated a bike before, and then we have people that want to come back as a refresher course. And once you get really capable on your own bike, you come back and take the experienced rider course, which is done on your motorcycle. That's a 4-hour-long class. You ride your bike, we ride ours as demonstration, and we all enjoy the heck out of that.
We do. Now, unfortunately, too, I get emails of press releases all the time of motorcycle accidents and just crashes in general, and they do happen in North Dakota, and it's always a scary one. So what kind of stats are we looking at for these accidents or even fatalities in some cases?
You know, the fatalities hit really high a couple of years ago. We were at 21 in North Dakota, which is, to my knowledge, the all-time high as far as number of motorcycle fatalities in the state. Last year it dropped down, but traditionally we're averaging right around 12 to 13 fatalities a year, which is still too many when you consider that could be somebody we know and care about. So far this year we're at 4 fatalities on motorcycles, and most of them are now speed related, which is unfortunate.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong here, but from what I know, North Dakota does not require helmets.
If you're 18 years old or older, you do not have to have a helmet on. Anybody under the age of 18, it's mandatory.
Okay. And so that leads me to the next question of, should we be wearing the equipment regardless?
Well, sure. You know, all the gear all the time. They call it ATGAT, all the gear all the time. It starts with a helmet, DOT approved helmet, some eye protection, a long sleeve coat, full finger gloves, long pants without holes in it, and over the ankle protection. We just need to be as safe as possible. We don't have airbags on the motorcycles. We don't have seat belts, which is probably a good thing, but you know, anything we can do to protect ourselves from road rash or other vehicles is always a good idea.
Do most motorcycle accidents occur from the motorcycle driver themselves, or is it by surrounding vehicles?
Usually other vehicles get into our path of travel. It's cars taking a left-hand turn in front of us, and it doesn't give us an escape route. So motorcycles have to be prepared for pretty much anything out there. Drive like cars aren't looking at you. Can't see you.
And road conditions, whether, you know, it's raining outside, and of course maybe if it's snowing, conditions can change in a minute. So maybe we go from the motorcycle driver to like me as a driver. What are some things that I can do? We've already talked about it a little bit.
Sure, you know, back off, give the motorcyclist some space. Motorcycle has the right for the road just like you do in your car. They're entitled to a full lane. Just back off, give them space.
Absolutely. One last question here. How can we take part in these classes? How can we continue our education with motorcycles?
Sure. You can go to ndmsp.com is the website where you can register for our classes and learn more about them. We have classes throughout the state all summer long. We'll probably wrap up early September this year.
Lonnie, very important to have, because you do see motorcycles pretty much everywhere you go in the streets of North Dakota.
Absolutely.
And so safety is always a #1. Lonnie Birch, thank you for coming down here today.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate it. Thank you.